Yo, what up guys? Chris here. I want to do a quick video on the dip and give you some tips to improve your dips. Let's go. Okay, so let's get started by taking care of those form cues. First up, we got scapular positioning. We do not want the shoulders to be shrugging. We want to depress the scapula and push up and through. And then when we come down into the dip, all the way back up. None of this. None of this right here, okay? That's not a dip. Get up there, get strong, engage the scapula, press through. All right, next up, we don't want to overextend the elbows. We want to keep a slight flexion in there to keep the tension on the muscles and not necessarily on the joints. So extend the elbows, but don't overextend and overlock, okay? And now we want to talk about the spine position. We want a nice neutral spine. We don't want to be hunched over. We don't want to be overarched. Nice and neutral. Engage those scapula and you'll be good. Now once we get into the dynamic motion of the dip, there seems to be a lot of confusion on how low to go and what range of motion to use in general. So we want to get at least 90-degree elbow flexion. If you can go deeper, that's cool. If you can safely do that. Some people can't, all right? So if you can go even deeper, go for it. All right, so one of the cool things about the dip is you can change the emphasis of the muscle you're loading by changing position with the dip. First up, we can put emphasis on the triceps by staying more upright with the torso and keeping the elbows close to the body when we go down. So just like this. Straight up torso, elbows right beside the body. Then you can put more emphasis on the chest by hinging at the hips and getting a slight forward lean. And then when you come down, let the elbows flare out a bit. Something like this. We're going to hinge at the hips, getting a slight forward lean. When we go down, let those elbows flare out slightly. Look, don't get crazy with it, right? You're gonna put your shoulder in a bad position. Just a slight flare out. And lastly, you can put more emphasis on the shoulders by also doing a lean, but this time with the whole body. No hinging at the hips. Get the legs back as well. And when you go down, keep the elbows close to the body. So like this. Where we're gonna get a full body lean, go down with the elbows tucked, and back up. Okay, so to recap, scapula position, you want to depress those scapula and engage them. You want that neutral spine, so no hunching over, no excessive extension of the spine. You also want to leave a slight flexion in the elbow. Don't overextend it. You'll put strain on that joint for no reason. And lastly, when you are in the dynamic motion, we want at least 90 degrees flexion here at the elbow. You can go deeper if your shoulders and your elbows allow you to, but be safe with it, especially if you're doing loaded dips. All right, and to emphasize the triceps, we want an upright torso, elbows close to the body. To emphasize the chest, we want a slight lean, hinging at the hips, and flare those elbows out just a bit. And then to put emphasis on the shoulders, we want a full body lean. That includes the legs, and then keep those elbows tucked when you're going through the range of motion. Guys, the dip is a often underrated exercise that can do wonders for you. It's basically the squat of the upper body, and yeah, we got a lot of guys that can do a lot of dips, but when you get to that point, you can load it up. You can add weight to it so easily. You start adding weight to that dip, you start dipping 1.5 times your body weight, you start dipping 2 times your body weight, you're gonna be strong. You're gonna have some strong pushing muscles, chest, shoulders, triceps, and you're gonna have some mass increase there as well. So start incorporating the dip into your program if you're going for muscle mass, if you're going for more hypertrophy and aesthetics. Use those different variations to target the areas you want. If you're just going for strength, do a nice neutral chest-based dip, loaded up with a dip belt throw some dumbbells between your legs, whatever it takes. Just get those gains. All right, I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Check me out on the social stuff, Instagram, Facebook. I'm out there putting out good content as often as I can. And until next time, guys, train hard, train smart, stay positive.